everyone. I know I said I was going to make my videos more regular by doing like Raw and Smackdown reviews, and I did it like the first week, but then I just like haven't done any since, and I'm really sorry about that. But I haven't been able to do Raw reviews. Well, I haven't actually watched Raw for the last 2 weeks because I had to work today and last Tuesday, so I wasn't able to like stay up and watch Raw. And Smackdown, I did watch it last Friday, but it was just dull, and then I really couldn't be bothered to review it because it was even worse than the show the week before. So I'm really sorry that I haven't done it, but I'm going to try and hopefully get back into doing those reviews again. It's been a year since I've been doing reviews, which is like crazy. I can't believe it's been like that long. So this is my review of Elimination Chamber, and this pay-per-view was horrid. I spoke to some people on MSN last night, and they were like, "Oh, don't be so harsh on it." No, I'm sorry, it was terrible. I was literally falling asleep throughout the whole thing. The first match was the Raw Elimination Chamber match, so it was Cena versus Ted DiBiase versus Randy Orton versus Triple H versus Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus. This match was dull. I was like, oh good, it's a chamber match, you know, this one will be good, because the two chamber matches last year were both really good, really enjoyed the pay-per-view. I just could not get into this match at all. It didn't really get interesting until like all 6 men were in. Cody Rhodes came out, but he obviously couldn't get in the chamber, but he put like a pipe through in like the bar to obviously help either DiBiase or Orton. But DiBiase picked it up. It accidentally hit. Well, we think it was accidentally hit Orton while he was on Cena's shoulders, and then he actually eliminated Orton. Obviously, Orton was like furious with him. Next, Kofi Kingston eliminated DiBiase with the Trouble in Paradise. So it's like they've been in all that time, and then they just like get like eliminated in like succession. Sheamus then eliminated Kofi doing the pump kick and his finishing move, which the name of it escapes me right now. I apologise for sounding like dull. I always say this, but no, this pay-per-view was just horrible. I can't emphasise how horrible it was. I was actually kind of looking. Well, to be honest, I'm like digressing from like actually talking about this match, but I was actually kind of looking forward to this match just for like the chamber matches. But then even they were like a big letdown, so I didn't like them. I just don't think that I'm actually ever going to enjoy like an Elimination Chamber match as much as the very first one, because that one was just excellent. Cena goes to do an attitude adjustment on Sheamus, but he reverses it into a backbreaker, but then Triple H does the pedigree of Sheamus, so Sheamus is out, so thankfully. There was like a new WWE champion, and I predicted Triple H to win this match. My predictions are always wrong, so, you know, yeah. So I predicted him to win, but then Cena put the FTF on Triple H, and Triple H tapped out, so I was a bit like, ugh. Cena again. Not that I really even wanted Triple H to win. I don't even know who I wanted to win that match, to be honest. Only Orton is the only person who I actually really like in that whole match. But yeah, so Cena won, and he was like celebrating, and then Vince McMahon's music hit, and Vince came out and, you know, said, oh, congratulations, Cena, you're going to WrestleMania, but only if you can successfully defend your title against this man. And I was like, it's going to be Batista. Batista's going to win, and it's going to suck. What happened? Batista came out, Batista won, and yes, it sucks. I can't stand Batista, he's just like terrible. So yeah, he just did a spear and a Batista bomb, and so Batista's like the new champion, so I was a bit like, meh. That's all I had to say about that. Match number 3 was Drew McIntyre versus Kane for the Intercontinental Championship, and this match sucks. I don't even want to talk about this match. It was boring, it was dull. Drew McIntyre's like entrance, I mean, some people I like read on like this wrestling forum I go on, they're like, oh, I love the new entrance music, it's perfect for him. It sucks. It's just whatever. Kane is just, yeah. This match was horrible. In the end, Drew McIntyre did a thumb to the eye and hit the Future Shot DDT for the win. So McIntyre's still the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, that was all. I haven't even rated these matches. I just realised that. Chamber match, the first one, I'll give that like, I'm probably going to be like really harsh on this match, like on this pay-per-view, but seriously, it sucked. I'm going to give it like 2.5. It was boring. Cena versus Batista, well, that doesn't get a rating because it wasn't really a proper match. McIntyre versus Kane, I'm just going to give it a 1. It was horrible. Match 4 was, well, it was supposed to be Maryse versus Gail Kim in the final of the tournament to find the new Divas champion. But then Vicky Guerrero came out and said that because they've been like slagging off the Smackdown Divas, that they were going to face some Smackdown Divas, so it was Maryse and Gail Kim versus Michelle and Layla. Gail Kim goes to tag Maryse in, but Maryse like pushes like Gail Kim's face and then like away from her, and then Michelle does like the big boot and then does the face breaker for the win. Maryse does the French kiss DDT on Gail Kim after the match, so that match is again awful. 1.5. Then after that, Regal came out and they started talking about this new TV like reality series that WWE is doing, the NXT. So Regal was saying how he's going to be one of the pros, and you know, he has more experience than like anyone else and whatever. So then Edge came out and said that he was announcing that on Raw he was going to announce which champion he was going to face at WrestleMania, and then he said, he was stopping Regal from talking, and he was going to, tell them something which they actually cared about, and then he speared Regal, which was pretty cool. I like Edge, he's awesome. Match number 5 was The Miz versus MVP for the US title. It was alright, nothing really special. It kind of dragged a bit. I'm probably going to get loads of criticism for this review saying, cut them some slack, but no, I'm not going to. I hated this pay-per-view, it was terrible. MVP does the belly to belly off the top on The Miz, but that only gets a 2 count. He does the face plant and the balling elbow. Mark Henry and Big Show, because Mark Henry came out with MVP and Big Show came out with Miz, they're on the outside, they start fighting, and then Mark Henry gets put through. Either he runs through it because Big Show moves out of the way, or Big Show actually puts him straight through the barricade, which is pretty cool. Like my dad said, he was like, whoa, that's the most interesting thing that's happened in this whole pay-per-view so far. Mark Henry going through a barricade. But yeah, then Big Show does a knockout punch on MVP when the ref's not looking, so The Miz gets the win. Average match, 2-star maybe. I don't know. I'm just being really harsh. I'm in a harsh mood today. Yeah, match number 6 was the Smackdown Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this one was better. It wasn't anywhere near the standard of last year, but it was a bit better. I'm so gutted, not gutted, because obviously, it makes it sound really weird, but my dad, we were fast forwarding all the entrances so I could hurry up and get the pay-per-view over and done with, and then I went on MSN, and my friend was like, did you see Undertaker get burnt? And I was like, no. And then he was like, you have to watch it. And so obviously Undertaker's pyro thing, he I don't really know what happened, if he kind of, I don't know, it kind of looked more like he kind of walked into it, but surely he knew where his pyro was. But yeah, so Undertaker obviously got kind of his jacket or whatever got set on fire while he was entering, and he kind of, it looked kind of funny because seeing Undertaker run, it just looked really strange, because obviously he normally walks really slowly to the ring. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm in a slightly weird mood, and I'm kind of talking really fast, faster than normal, so I do apologise. But yeah, so I don't know if he had the burn, or he had this mark on his chest, but obviously I didn't realise it was because he got burnt. CM Punk and R-Truth start the match. CM Punk eliminates R-Truth as they go to sleep. Rey Mysterio comes in, does a nice Hurricane Rana. Then Rey Mysterio does a Hurricane Rana from the top rope onto the steel, and then he does the the splash off the rope, and he eliminates Punk. So then Jericho comes in, so it's Jericho and Rey. Jericho does the clothesline, Rey hits the 619. Jericho locks the ball to Jericho, Morrison comes in, he does the dropkick on Jericho, then does the dropkick on Rey. Matt Striker comes out with the best line ever, obviously, because there's only Undertaker left in the pod, and he goes, you can tell in this arena, it's everybody knows who's coming in next. I don't know who it could have been, because, there's so much to choose from. Obviously it's Undertaker, but yeah. So you probably think I'm gone mad. I need help. John Morrison does a nice standing shooting star press on Rey Mysterio, but he doesn't get the 3 count. He then actually does eliminate Rey Mysterio with a Starship Pain. Jericho locks in the walls, Jericho on Morrison. Undertaker comes in, does the Snake Eyes on Jericho. Morrison does a kick to Undertaker's head, and he goes to do the Starship Pain, but Undertaker gets his knees up. Jericho's hiding from the Undertaker, so he's closed the door one of the pods, but then Undertaker rams Morrison's head into the pod. Undertaker chokeslams Morrison on the outside on the steel, and then pins him, so Morrison's out, so it's only Undertaker and Jericho left. YCJ does a superplex. I have a text message. The chokeslam by Undertaker gets reversed into the walls of Jericho. Undertaker locks on the Hell's Gate, but Jericho manages to escape. He hits the code breaker, but that only gets a 2 count. Then Undertaker hits the last ride from the top rope, and he's just about to go for the pin, but then HBK comes out of the chamber floor, which I knew was going to happen, and super kicks Undertaker, so Jericho gets the win. Jericho's the champion, so that's cool. And obviously that's going to set up HBK and Undertaker for WrestleMania. So that match was better. The end, it was more interesting at the end and whatever. So that match, what should I give that one? 3.5. I've been so harsh on this pay-per-view, but it was so dull and it was really boring. So overall, I can't even give it a 5. 5 would be the absolute most I could give it out of 10. So we're talking 4.5. This was probably, it was along the same kind of lines as Hell in a Cell and how bad that was. Seriously, WWE just, okay, so I think it's good that they're cutting down on the amount of pay-per-views, but just because they're changing it to all the gimmick matches, doing a Money in the Bank pay-per-view, that's just stupid. I don't know how they would actually do that, because surely they're not going to have more than one Money in the Bank match in it. So I don't know, and does that mean they're not going to do Money in the Bank at WrestleMania? I have no idea. At the moment, my opinion on WWE is seriously low, and I really have to force myself to actually watch it, because it's that's terrible. So I'm hoping that it will like turn around soon and actually become like decent again. I will do the WrestleMania 2000 review sometime soon, like hopefully before WrestleMania 26, because yeah, I just can't be bothered to upload like the old videos from the series because I just really can't be bothered. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.